Welcome, this is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher. And today's lesson is from Helen Williams. And, I forgot it's kind of a tangulation of her Brax. And so I think you'll enjoy it. I'm just going to give you a sneak preview. Here's one. And here's the other one that I did with a black background and watercolor. So it should be fun. And I had surgery yesterday, but you're seeing me the day before. So I haven't had surgery yet, but when you see this, I will have had surgery. And so I'm hoping to get right back on and keep going. It's, you never know when you start to get older what life is going to give you. But I just wanted to say thank you to all my followers, and if this is your first time stopping by, thank you. And I hope you enjoy tangling with me. And let's get to our Tangle Brax by Helen Williams. So here we are. This is Brax. So I've got a lot of stuff on my art table today. This is a tangulation of Brax. I love Helen Williams' work, but I just couldn't get with the program on the way she was doing. I just needed to do a tangulation of it. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to do it on the white tile. I had some comments on, I know when I do it on darker tiles, it's harder to see, and I so apologize for that. And I am going to do a border. And you see, I gave myself a pretty wide border. I might do some watercolor on it, who knows. So I'm going to come in a little bit before we start so you can see I didn't do dots, I just did my 4 lines. And now I am going to put in this area X. And I'm just going to put some X's randomly in here. Random is kind of a hard thing to do. So now we have some X. And Helen Williams loved to do brackets. And so she called this brats. And I'm just going to start on that X and make this petal. I might come back in and add more Brax in here after I've drawn this, some that go under, we'll see. And then I'm going to draw a line up through the center. And then I'm going to come and I'm going to round off all of those lines. And this is my tangulation part of Brax. Helen doesn't do this, but I found it just made it pop a little bit for me. Now I'm going to do another one, and it's going to go, you know, it's going to have a little holly bot underneath. And this is kind of a bracket type stroke. And you can see how very simple this is. And I kind of think that when I do these rounding off in these corners, it kind of has a spidery web look to it when I draw it. I have to laugh. I'm going to stop there because it's going to go under that little piece, and I think it's going to go under that one. So it's under my border, because I will probably draw something in that border. I don't know. I've got one more over here. And this one's definitely underneath that corner of my tile. I've just stopped it on that border. And there we have Brax, Tangleation of Helen Williams Brax. And I think I'm going to do a small, I'm do one right here. And I have to make sure I make an X and not that they're completely equal. Not one that I might, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I want my Brax to be even, so it is vertical and horizontal. There we go, from each other. And sometimes I just like to have some tiny ones in here. So vertical, horizontal, that's what I'm talking about. You don't want it to be on a slant so that the one area is a little bit smaller than, and one is bigger. You don't want that to happen on your tangle. And there we have, and I would come in here definitely and put in some little orbs, because you know I love orbs, and I might just put a few in here. But I am going to come in here and I am going to take a pink, this is blush pink, I am going to put a little pink in here with my pencil. I might not do them all pink, we'll see. I'm just going to do a few pink. When I got breast cancer, I said I was going to wear pink every single day until I was in remission, and I'm finally in remission, but I cannot stop from wearing pink. So I think I'm going to pick up a yellow and do a little yellow. I might blend it with a little pink here. We'll see if I... And of course, you know, I'm going to use my odorless paint thinner and blend them. So I'm going to take a shading stump, and if they're not clean, if it's not a clean one, you've used it before, you get a emery board and you just clean it off. Clean off your whatever you've got on there, or if it's graphite, or if you've used it to shade, you know, use your odorless paint thinner on it. And I really need to add some more odorless paint thinner to my little jar. It's about empty. And then I'm just going to blend my pink out. Okay, so it kind of blends out. Sometimes if I don't let my ink dry, it's going to pick up the ink. And this did a little bit. I'm smearing the ink a little. I must not have let it dry enough. But that's okay with me. It just gives it a darker shade. And then I'm just going to do my yellow. I'm going to add a little pink in here with my yellow. So you can overlap your colors and blend them. And I'm going to take a cool gray pencil. There it is. There's my French gray. And I'm going to give myself a little bit of shading on the outside. And I'll show you what it's going to do. French gray has a little brown tint to it. And I'm just going to shade, and I'm going to do that around the whole background in here. I'm going to give it that little tint of gray, and I'll speed it up. And then I'm going to come in with a jelly roll, and I'm going to give my centers of my little flowers just a little white with my jelly roll. So you can see how, you know, that, and actually I think that it needs a little bit more drama. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to do my circles dark instead of light. I'm just going to kind of do a Bronx cheer type little circles. Now I'm going to add a few more, because I think that that helps with the background. The light just didn't feel right for me. So there you go, Brax by Helen Williams, Tangleation by Melinda Barlow. Just had to give it a little bit different twist. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and new videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thanks again, and have a great day.